Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, that is Josh, and that is our old friend Scott's flooded 360, and it's back in the business. You gotta go left a tiny bit. Oh yeah. There it is. See, Josh is tall, he can do stuff like that. That's good. Nice. Well, that thing is converted to a manual. It's been fixed from the flood. Everything's happy. I drove it, Josh drove it, and it drives wonderful. So we're gonna button it up and send it to go get painted. Okay, YouTube, so huge news. We have decided that I am a dumbass. And by we, I mean AI. I actually had a discussion with AI and it said I need to change some stuff around here. So, and actually it's right. So here's what's going on is we are actually going to move the vlogs and the live streams over to our new channel, Normal Guy Premium, because it's premium. That's right. So just because you guys are super fans, all the Normal Guy super fans can go over to Normal Guy Premium, subscribe, and that's where our weekly vlogs will be coming out, and then our Thursday Night Lives. And we're also gonna change that up a little bit. The vlogs will be coming out on Sundays. So I know that will disrupt your entire weekend. I'm sorry. But that means you have Saturday, you can watch our Normal Guy normal videos, if that makes sense. So we will be trying to publish topic-driven content, cool stuff like DIY and very specific topics, and what I'm gonna call hero videos that are more interesting and get new subscribers interested in us and the stuff we do around here. You know, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute videos, stuff that's a little more palatable in time chunks that are reasonable for everyone. So those will be kind of the new cool stuff, you know, stuff that's maybe like we used to do. And then the vlogs will come out on the other channel, Normal Guy Premium, on Sunday mornings. And then we're gonna also stop doing weekly Thursday Night Lives. We're gonna start doing it every other week because we think maybe we've kind of been overdoing it. And well, I mean, yeah, we love talking to you guys and I'm sure some of you love chatting with us, but it's exhausting. It's a lot. So that also means we're gonna try and start creating some, I'm gonna say, topic ideas for the Thursday Night Lives. So hopefully we can have more thoughtful discussions and stuff like that. So big changes for us, and hopefully this means we're gonna do a better job, create more content overall. So those of you that are super fans, you get more content, so don't bitch. You're getting more content, no complaints, okay? All right, so anyway, I can't remember, did I talk about everything that's going on in the shop or not this week? I don't think I have. All right, so we've got the 360. This is Scott's old 360. It is running, driving, and we are buttoning up the under panels.
Test drive inspection?
Yeah, we got 2 test drives in. We're gonna send this off to get painted. The front clip, probably, maybe today. So the client's car has got the brakes out to get repainted. The car below it, that 458 is already sold. That car, we did an inspection. We have to let the customer know what it needs to get done to it. Jeff's car is here. So you guys, OG fans, remember Jeff. This thing is so good sounding. It's got the Capristo, it sounds amazing. Well, Jeff kind of had an issue where, well, he drove it hard at this event and afterwards it was having like a stumbly idle, and Jeff is scared that maybe it's spun a rod bearing or has a rod knock or something potentially catastrophic. So good news, we are having Nick from Autotech Nick come here and help us diagnose this. Bad news, the tick went away. Right now it runs perfectly fine. So we'll find out what's going on with that. So when Nick comes here, we'll film that. It will be on this channel, Normal Guy Supercar. It'll be one of our topic videos. We will specifically discuss the 355 and diagnosing that thing. Our friend Greg, who you see on our Thursday Night Lives, his speciale is here. We are trying to fix the flaps for the intake manifold. So we're gonna try and clean those and see if we can't break those free. Those guys down there, we've done this on another car recently. Hopefully we can do that and not have to take it all apart, because to take it all apart is a lot of work and a lot of parts and it's very expensive. But I mean, it is a speciale, so yeah. That car is starting to make some progress. We have the intake manifold in, we have the valve covers getting reinstalled, and then we can button up the conversion, test drive it, and then take the dash out so that the dash can get redone. And I believe that's kind of near the end of that car. That 430, still got a lot of work to do. We got to send the bumper off to get repainted. We have a new diffuser on order. And RS6 on consignment, still for sale. GT4 RS sold, waiting to get picked up, I think on Friday. Vanquish, still for sale. That 430 is already sold. And this 430 has a deposit and a customer coming to check it out. I can't remember if it's tomorrow or Friday. But there you go. That's the current status of the shop. So there you go. Big changes for us. It's, I hope, something that you guys can appreciate. We're trying to do a better job for you and also grow the channel. So yes, that's selfish, but also cool. I think it'll be great. So please go check out Normal Guy Premium. Link right here. Subscribe. And if you already aren't subscribed here on Normal Guy Supercar, do that as well. Thank you. We appreciate that. See, more stuff's changing around. Randy's gonna take the 360 home so we can put more miles on it, make sure it's content. Because, you know, as you do, as we've learned with conversions, so it comes out good. Have fun, Randy. Randy's now on our insurance, so he can do this legally. Bye-bye. So, okay, we've got, that car's out the door. The inspection is done, so that car's out the door. We have one more car coming sometime around like 4 o'clock today. So we're almost done with the craziness of today. So we haven't started on that car. We're gonna do that car probably tomorrow. And then the car that's coming in, I don't know when we're gonna start on that car. So keeping up on things today has been interesting, and I'm tired. All right, YouTube, so I need to adjust the PIS on this 430 coupe. So let's go out and do that real quick and then continue doing some more stuff in the shop. Well, before we adjust the PIS, I have bingo fuel, so we'll go fill it up. And actually that's a good thing because we need to heat up the clutch anyway in order to set the PIS. So we do actually need to drive the car a bit. So let's go fill it up and then we'll set the PIS. All right, YouTube, so we're gonna set the PIS. What we're gonna do is actually heat up the clutch first before we change anything. Got my Texa over here. It's actually the first time I'm using the Texa to do this, so it's a little bit different. But some of the ways you can tell when the PIS is really loose is you'll get a lot of slippage when you're first moving. Now again, when the car's cold, you might get a lot of slippage, and so let it warm up first before you make that judgment. But also downshifts, I don't know if you saw, but it kind of like did a bump and then it kind of like went into gear. It should just bump and then go straight into gear. It shouldn't have this like period of dragging out, so to speak. I like to keep it in race mode when I'm doing this. You don't want to be in sport because sport, it will slip the clutch a lot anyway. So put it in race mode. And all right, so first thing I'm gonna do is let's warm this car up. And so once it's warm up, I'll set the PIS. Or at least I'll figure out how to do it because I haven't ever done it on the launch. I'm about to go from this light and I'll show you how much it slips. So just kind of pay attention to the RPMs. You'll see it come up and then you'll see it actually dip right as the clutch fully engages, and then it'll start going back up again. So watch. Here we go. See that? And see also I'm under harder throttle. It blops it. See that? All right, I'm gonna downshift and watch. It'll jump up and then kind of hunt. Ready? See that? It like fluctuated. Should not do that. Now when I shift up to 4, the RPM will blip right after shift. Ready? Shift. See that? See how it like went up just a touch? It should not do that. That's so our PIS is just a little bit too loose. Again, we do need to heat it up a little bit more. So we're actually gonna drive it a little bit hard for a little bit. Yeah, I can definitely tell when I give it a harder shift, it gives it a little gas. Yeah, it should not do that. I need to adjust the steering knuckle on this car. It's got the tiny dead spot right there. See that? I can feel it in the steering wheel, just a little bit dead. And a little bit of a click. So we'll tighten that up when I get back to the shop. This car is pretty fun. See how nice and hard it's shifting now? The downshifts are really crisp. Yeah, it's feeling very good. And then most importantly, when we come from a dead stop, it engages pretty quickly. So we're gonna put less wear on the clutch. That's what it's really all about, is that initial start. Sounds like I got a loose, or not a loose, but an old accessory belt. I think I need to change that out. I can hear it squeak every time I shift under hard load. Alright, here we go. We'll do another acceleration run. And here we go. Mission accomplished. All right, so PIS is set. We also tightened up the steering knuckle because took care of that little dead spot that I had. So that's groovy. Everything's set there. That was our first real test run of the Texa. Yeah, that thing works pretty good. A little bit more expensive than the launch. That's over $8,000. So yeah, but it does a lot more. So we're gonna try and start offering more things that we can do and take care of more stuff ourselves instead of having to outsource it. But you know, yeah, pretty good. So I guess onward to the next things. All right, YouTube, it's the end of the day. Got the last car in for the day. This one is also here for some service. So at the moment we have 4 cars for sale, 1 with the deposits. We only have 3 cars for sale. Yeah, we need to get some cars badly. The service side is taking over the shop. I guess it's not entirely a bad thing. Good timing to have Randy come on board full time. Well, we'll be doing more work on all these cars. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. We've got some other stuff going on. Tomorrow will be Thursday, so we'll have the last Thursday Night Live on this channel, as we discussed. So that will be moving over to the new channel, Normal Guy Premium. Which, by the way, you should buy our premium t-shirt. It's awesome. Then you get to know the story behind it. We're not going to tell you otherwise. You have to buy the t-shirt. Well, I guess that's it for today. So we'll probably get some work done on that guy tomorrow and potentially even start on the yellow car tomorrow and definitely look at Greg's car tomorrow. So we're going to have to take a look at the Speciale and get that going. So I will see you guys tomorrow and it'll be another busy day. Well, good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, and it is raining. And you know what today is? Today is the day that decides whether or not you are reaping what you sowed when you bought your tires. Because all the people who bought shitty tires and were like, those ones are really cheap, are suffering today. Oh my Lord, the traffic today was insane. Everyone's driving 30 miles an hour under the speed limit, even though it's really not raining all that hard. I mean, look at it. It's not that bad. But it took forever to get anywhere this morning, such as Austin. And also, so I have a theory. And I'm going to poll you, Randy, as long as I got someone here to talk to. All right. Do you think the excess traffic when it rains is caused because of A, all the soccer moms taking kids to school instead of taking them to the bus? Or B, just because everyone's a pussy and drives really slow? Or C, both?
I don't know if the dropping the kids off is going to increase like street traffic that much, like maybe in the neighborhood, but not much.
Yeah.
The people that drive like they're terrified around here because they don't see rain but 10 days a year.
It's scary, right? They are
They got
scary.
their hazards on, their high beams on, wipers going 1,000 miles an hour, and it's like they've never driven in the rain before. That is a very common thing around here.
So, I think you're right, because, well, the weird thing was, one of the roads that's right next to the school that I go through, the traffic to have the kids dropped off at school was backed up out of the neighborhood onto the highway and down 3 miles.
Geez.
Past multiple stoplights. I was like...
Yeah, I'm sure there's a certain uptick in that for sure.
I was just like, oh my God, let Junior stand in the rain with an umbrella, wait for the bus. But, well, anyway. Yeah, it's got to be a combination, but I think that stuff causes other problems, and then everyone's just driving so slow. It's so bad.
I had a F-150 in front of me that just like, I don't know if he wasn't paying attention, he like panicked, stopped into the middle, and I was like, dude, like, I drove this last night. You can tell, it is wet.
Yeah.
It wasn't that scary, guys. Like, come on. So.
No. Well, the other thing is, like I said, people who buy shitty tires today, it's not your day.
These are all seasons.
Those did probably fine.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
felt rock hard.
I was sitting there in my Michelin's going hauling ass.
All the road noise this morning for sure.
Well, we gotta do some stuff. Actually, there should be maybe no cars going in or out today, but we gotta take a look at that car at some point. Probably do a little work on Greg's car today. That car is ready to go off to paint, potentially.
Yep.
So, cool. That's progress. We're getting progress. And I don't know what else we're gonna do, but, maybe work on that. That's probably what's next on the list, yeah. As he relocates over here.
Migrating.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the day progresses, and I'll show you anything cool that happens. All right, we're doing a truffle shuffle. Gotta get this car out of there. Gotta get that car off the rack. Gotta move the Porsche, the RS6, both the 430s. Moving basically everything. Whee! The problem with the shop is at capacity, it becomes complicated and you have to move stuff around all the time. All right, so now that's out. We're gonna lower this one and get that off the rack. All right, that one's coming right here. So we got the 458 moved from there to there. 360's outside because it's going to podium to get paint work done. That car is supposed to get picked up tomorrow. We're gonna put it right here. So it's nice and ready to go and looks nice and all that. And then we're putting that 458 or 430 in there where the RS6 is. Fun. The headlights do all sorts of cute stuff. Can you unlock again? See if it does it again.
The new one's
Look at that.
out onto the wall in front of your
That's so cute. Aw, Audie. God, it sounds like a muscle car. She's beefy. That's right, we gotta add some stuff to the wall of shame. The diffuser that got destroyed in shipping, we're gonna put it up on our wall of broken parts. Hell yeah, we got the wall of shame. It's got a diffuser now. Nice. All right, YouTube, it's the end of the day. It is Thursday. Tonight will be the last Thursday Night Live on Normal Guy Supercar. The rest of them will be going on to our new channel, as we said, Normal Guy Premium. So if you haven't, subscribe to Normal Guy Premium. Also, if you haven't, subscribe to Normal Guy Supercar. So I've spent a substantial amount of the day on the computer transitioning clients and services and products and inventory and figuring out workflows and stuff for the service side of the company because we got the new service system running. So we now have our parts website, and along with like PPI services and a few other things, or I shouldn't even say PPIs, but like consultation services. That is normalguysupercar.com. So that's where we sell our parts. Like if you're remotely and you want an aftermarket part and you want to just ship it and install it for yourself or whatever. So now we have another system that is for keeping track of the service work that we do here. And that's also going to be where we're going to start doing PPIs, because it allows us to input all the pictures and videos or whatever we take of a car while we're inspecting it, and it'll generate this really nice report format with pictures and all that stuff right in it. So we're gonna start moving to that. So if you get a PPI from us in the future, you can still buy it on our website, which is fine, on normalguysupercar.com, and then we're gonna move it over to the other system, the service system, because then we're performing a service for you. So it's just kind of a way for us to keep track of things better. It's just taking a while to get set up because I have to plug in all the parts we have in inventory. If we're doing a conversion, I have to get all the parts, all the labor, all the stuff, all the vendors for the parts, plug in all the information so it's automated, so that when we in the future do those jobs, I can just be like, conversion. Here's the client's name, here's their information, here's the car, boom. And it creates the invoices and all that crap for me. So it's one of those things where you like, gotta pay the piper now, but later it's gonna be much smoother and easier. So I've also been getting that system integrated with all these other systems so that, like, for example, if we need oil or coolant from O'Reilly's, we can just be like, I'm out of coolant. And it'll be like, boom, ordered. Pretty awesome. It's actually a really, really neat system. It's called Tech Metric, and we kind of started shopping around for different ones, and that's the one we decided to go with. So anyway, I have spent, I don't know how many hours this week on that system. A lot. An awful lot. And I'm still not done. I still have a ton more to do. But what I did do is move all the cars that are here or that we have deposits on service, moved them into that system. So it's just taken a while. I know, super exciting, right? It's exciting for me. I'm like, yay, we're going to be organized. It's awesome. Hooray. Anyway, I'm going to go home. I got to do more of that stuff tomorrow. We've got this car going out the door tomorrow, and someone's coming to look at that 4:30. So it'll be another busy day. And we have lots of jobs going on. So yeah, cool. Good morning, YouTube. It is Friday morning, and I am in the shop early because I want to get some stuff done today. I've kind of been behind the ball for forever. Well, okay, I'll never get in front of the ball, but I'd like to get some stuff done today that I specifically in my mind have set goals for. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna come in early before anyone else gets here, get some stuff done. Randy's out for the day. He's out today and Monday. He's on vacation, so good for Randy. I should take his inspiration. But I have an appointment later this afternoon. Actually, I have 3 appointments today. I've got some other stuff on the computer I got to do. I'm still trying to figure out this new tech metric stuff. So just a lot of stuff to do. So whatever. I'm here early. I'm going to get some stuff done. It's nice and quiet. It's a good time to get some stuff done. Sometimes you just got to do that. Plus I was like, all right, I couldn't sleep. I got up early, whatever. Anyway, not much has changed since yesterday. So I'll let you know when stuff does change and once I have new information to tell you. Oh yeah, I did have something that happened this morning / yesterday that I thought was kind of interesting. So, we're in a business where our reputation matters a lot, and we obviously are very public with the YouTube channel. So we kind of have to really be careful about our reputation and try and make sure we take care of people when we screw up, because we're human and we do screw up. Anyone who doesn't screw up is a liar. Whoever says they don't screw up, they're a liar, because things happen, things go wrong. It's a matter of how you handle those things when things go wrong. But the really fascinating thing is because we are so public, we have to work in a way that knows that things that we do will go online. And the reason I'm bringing this up is only a few times since being in this business, I've seen companies that we've been around have like non-disparagement clauses where basically they're saying you're giving up your freedom of speech, you can't say negative things about us, you can't talk shit online, you can't even like really say much of anything. And I'm fascinated by that because the only companies that I know that have done that prior to yesterday were all really shady. I mean, you could probably figure out which company and specifically I know has a non-disparagement clause. And my thinking is like, if you have to hide behind a non-disparagement clause, doesn't that suggest that maybe you're doing something wrong in the way that you operate your business? Because again, we operate in a way that we expect people to probably talk about us. And that's not to say that people haven't talked shit about us after having some work with us and we had to deal with that. Now, is that what I would prefer? Absolutely not. Like, I would rather they come to us, discuss stuff like rational human beings, and we'll try and figure stuff out. And the problem is that there's a balance because, when things legitimately go bad and it's our fault or something that's maybe not our fault, but I don't know, like, I don't even say within our control because sometimes things have happened that aren't within our control. But when things go awry, how the customer, how the person that we're dealing with reacts sets a tone. And if you try to work with us, we can try and make things better. And it's easier. But when you come at us adversarial, accusational, like basically from the start saying like, screw you guys, I'm going to get what's mine, that kind of attitude. Or like this distrust where it's like, oh, you guys are shady or whatever. Then it puts us on defense and we're like, whoa, hold on a second, that's not the case, or, whatever. And so anyway, we've had to defend ourselves online a few times, and honestly, it works out because we kind of explain our situation. People go, oh, okay, yeah, that's the situation. But anyway, my whole point was there was another business that I saw that does service work. And someone had all of the receipts from the history of their car, and we were going through it on a consultation. And they had non-disparagement clauses in their service contracts. And I thought that was really interesting because I'm like, the business you're in is so public and stuff, and then you have to put out this non-disparagement clause. Are you that are you that concerned that your work is not going to be good? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe we should be having a non-disparagement clause in our work. I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are in this. Is this something that's really odd? Like, I don't know. Is that just a state of how things are in the business world now? Where and to be fair, there's some crappy people out there who, they might take advantage of the fact that if you don't have a non-disparagement clause, they're just going to try and get some free shit, or, they screw up the car and then they want you to take care of it or whatever. But I mean, we've had to eat shit multiple times to make people happy, even when it's not our fault, even when there's nothing we can do for it. So, we had that 360 that went out and it threw a check engine light after 100 miles. And somehow that was, the guy wanted us to take care of it. And we were willing to take care of the problems directly related to that. But then he's like, oh, no, you got to take care of all this other stuff, and got a huge quote. And we're like, no, we're not going to pay for all this other stuff. And so that was the thing, is we were trying to make it right, but we're not going to make it past our responsibility. If you pay me $1 and you're out $1, I'm going to give you $1, not $2. That kind of thing. So anyway, it was really strange. Tell me what your thoughts are. I don't know. Like I said, maybe we're the idiots and we should have a non-disparagement clause. I don't know, especially with how public we are. That'd be great to not have to worry about people going after us online. But I don't think it's the right way to do business. I don't know. I've thought about this many times, that if we ran our business like so many other businesses run theirs, we would have so much more money. But I would feel like shit. We could run on the edge of being shady and do so much better financially, but my God, I would go home and feel bad every single day and have a hard time looking in the mirror. So I don't know. That's just not us. That's just not me. That's just not how I run. That's not how I work. That's not how I want to live my life. I want to do what I believe is morally and ethically correct, whatever that may be. Anyway, we appreciate you guys. I'll gotta get some stuff done. All right, YouTube. It has been a silly busy day. It's already 3:40, and I didn't talk to you at all. I've been actually watching this video of a 458 with a brilliant exhaust because the client who bought that car ordered a brilliant exhaust. We're actually going to try and talk to them and see if we can't become a brilliant distributor or wholesaler or reseller or whatever it's called. But anyway, we're going to be installing a brilliant exhaust on this thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That's going to be glorious. Otherwise, I actually have to run to the bank because I have a meeting with them. So that's kind of it for me at the shop. After I finish up there, I'll just finish up at home. I've been on the computer all day working on creating ROs and other things in the system and just stuff. So I guess that's it for today. Oh, and we did have to cancel I think I mentioned this. I don't know if I did, but we canceled the meeting tomorrow because it's like 90% chance of thunderstorms, 95% or something. Anyway, it's gonna rain. It's gonna suck. So don't take a shot. But I will be back here tomorrow. We got a surprise for you, so stay tuned. Well, good morning, YouTube. It's Saturday. It's about 9 a.m. We were supposed to have our monthly first Saturday meet about right now, but it was strong forecast of rain. Of course, at the moment, it's not raining, but there is a big band of rainstorm and thunderclouds and whatever that's out there. So it's going to hit at some point today. It just might not be quite this morning. So you can see right now, yeah, it kind of looks not the greatest out there. Definitely strong probability of rain. That's all right. I still had to be here because we have a car that we're buying back for the third time. We are buying back the Hoovies salvage Ferrari 458. Yes, the turd that has over 100,000 miles. That's right. We are buying a over 100,000 mile salvage title 458 that's had a hard life. So it should be here the next half hour to an hour, and we'll buy it, and then it'll probably be for sale immediately. I don't know. We'll see if there's stuff we want to fix on it or not. Let's get the settings straight right now. It is a 100,000+ mile Ferrari that has had a lot of stuff happen to it in its life. It is not in good shape. It is the cheapest Ferrari 458 that's running and driving ever. So if you're interested in that car, it probably will be sold by the time this video comes out. But if not, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com, and it can be yours. There we go. That's what's happening. So I need to wait for that, and then I'm going to get some stuff done while I'm waiting, and off we go. Well, YouTube, canceling the meetup was definitely the right move. It was dumping rain just a few minutes ago. It slowed down a lot. I was actually waiting for it to slow down because it was so loud in here. I was worried you guys wouldn't be able to hear me, but here we go, YouTube. It's back. We've got the salvage super high mile Ferrari 458, 103,000 miles on it, and it can be yours. It's got a lot wrong with it. It is, yeah, the wrap is starting to come off, or the PPF. You know, it's got a matte PPF. There's just a lot of stuff wrong with it, but it drives. The convertible top works. The AC does not work at the moment. We're gonna try and see if we can't fix that. And it's got a bunch of little errors that we might take a look at. And there's just little things like, you know, this is loose and the steering column's a little wonky, and well, there's just stuff. Like, it's just lots of little things. But if you want the world's cheapest running and driving Ferrari 458 under $100,000, this can be yours. So I'm gonna do a short of it right now, so it's entirely probable that this thing may be sold by the time this video comes out, but I'm so glad to see it back. This is the third time we've had this car, 3 times. And if it's something that you're like, oh, I don't know if it's reliable or whatever, it's driven 103,000 miles, it's been wrecked, it's been put together poorly. The dude just drove it here in dumping rain, just fine. Runs, drives fine. Other stuff, All right, well, I'm gonna go home, so I'll see you guys on Monday. Well, good morning, YouTube. It's Monday. It was Easter weekend. We got some time with families, and Josh is working on his car, and we're trying to get parts organized, and we're gonna do some work on the Eternia. Yes, the Eternia, or Eternia? That's it, Eternia. Eternia. It's back. 103,000 miles, no air conditioning, and a couple other errors. So that's gonna be a different video. You should definitely go watch that. But before we get wrenching on stuff and doing stuff, I want to get new batteries for the bus, because one of the batteries, or both of them, are bad. So we're just gonna get new batteries. And then I was also thinking about moving the Boo, although I can't remember now. Does it have reverse? I think it had reverse, or maybe reverse was gone completely.
Yeah, I think it was reverse that's out.
Oh shit. So
We can push it around.
yeah, well, I was just thinking that I don't really want to pull it up there by the Mercedes, because then we'd have to push it out of there. Well, I was going to go see if it actually starts, because it's been, I don't know how many months. We do need to eventually get a transmission for it. Other interesting news, Auto Technique will be here on Tuesday. So that's tomorrow. Oh yeah, forgot. It's already, well, anyway. And we're just, yeah, trying to get situated after the weekend, so I don't have too much going on yet, but things are about to get really busy. So we're going to start doing stuff. All right, as long as we're tidying up weird stuff, I'm going to try and see if I can't get the Boo to run. And I was thinking about driving it down the end of the street and back, because we never really verified if it ever actually shifts. I know reverse is toast, but I think it's stuck in second gear. So we'll try and drive this thing. Tires look a little bit flat, but I'm 99% sure I'm going to need to jump it. So we'll try. You know, it doesn't actually smell bad in here. Oh, dang, that is muddy. Oh, damn it. Gross. Totally just got mud all over everything. All right, let's see if it's got any power whatsoever. Oh, yeah, I remember the key was wonky. Come on. Oh, yeah. She's toast. Zero juice whatsoever. All right, start off with a little jump box. Oh, yeah. Oh, a little bit of blue smoke. Yeah, that's all right. Sweet. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's reverse. It does not go. Okay, we'll try drive. Oh yeah, we still got drive. Yeah, she's definitely stuck in a higher gear. It does not go. Oh shoot, I can't turn her back up. I'll have to go around the block. See, that's to the floor. It is so squishy with those flat tires. Oh, this thing, oh boy. Oh, the blinker still works. I wonder if the brake lights and everything work. All right. To the floor! Okay, YouTube. It is after 6 o'clock. And the day is basically done. Got some work on the Eternia. Figured out what is up with the AC. So we have parts on order. We will get that fixed. I'm actually doing a separate video about getting this thing all set. So I want to have this thing ready to go for this weekend so I can beat the shit out of it and have a good weekend. So that's going to be really fun. Might do a few other things. I'm going to change the oil and the brake fluid so it's just serviced. Because, well, I have no idea when that last was done. The brake fluid's at 2.1% moisture, so it's not awful, but it should go. So, whatever. We've got Nick coming tomorrow in the afternoon. We'll probably work on this on Wednesday. Greg's car is all set. He needs to pay us and come get this thing out of my shop because I don't like having it here. Not really. I kind of enjoy staring at it. We will be starting on working on this car shortly, waiting on getting some parts. And then that car, I suspect Randy will have wrapped up or at least converted, that part done in the next 1 to 2 days, and then we will probably bang out the silver car later this week. So we should have those two cars. My prediction is those two cars will be gone this week. This car will definitely be gone. So we have 3 going out the door. We have another 458 coming in for service. Just sent out the paperwork to be signed on the 430 coupe. So that should be done soon. Still have the variators to do. Dang. Shit. Those did come in. So I need to put that in the list of shit that needs to happen. Oh, and Tyler's 488 is here for the exhaust. God. Okay. And then this thing too. We have too much service work. The service work is getting out of control. It's crazy. It's taking over. This was not the plan. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday, which means it's the last day in this week in the life of running a dealership. So this will again be the last one on the Normal Guy Supercar channel. So go subscribe to Normal Guy Premium. Link right here if you haven't already done that, or it's maybe right here. Wherever Jamie puts it. It's going to be here or here. It's whatever. Let me show you where we're at. So I ordered the parts to fix that car last night. Those should be in either today or tomorrow, so we'll get that done. Nick, Autotech Nick, is supposed to be here today, so there'll be a video about that, working on that 355 and figuring out what the hell's wrong with it and making sure it doesn't explode, because that's bad. Blowing up 355s is bad. It usually costs like $40,000 or $50,000 when they blow up. What else is going on? Oh, you can see the Speciale is gone. Greg came and got his car, so we moved this over so Randy has more room. We got to start working on some client cars. We have a couple of deals brewing in the background. We got some cars that we're trying to buy. Just did a consultation this morning. Seemed to go pretty well. Guy wants the 599. Nice. They're still at pretty reasonable prices. Frankly, I feel like the 599s are kind of undervalued at the moment. They're in this kind of sweet spot where they're still not awful expensive, but they're starting to appreciate. They've been cheap for years. And, you know, you have a Ferrari Enzo V12 in there, basically. Oh, I have batteries for the bus, so I think I might put those in there. And I need to fix the lawnmower and mow the lawn. fun. So let me see what I can do. All right, YouTube, it's the end of the day. It's the end of this week in the life of running our dealership. So do me a favor, if you could, check out normalguysupercar.com. That's our parts and services website. And ngsupercars.com. That is our dealership. And it has been quite busy at the dealership. Let me tell you, it has been nuts. We are a bit backed up on service. We're trying to get through stuff. It's just going to take time. If you're looking to have us do some work on your car, send us an email, get in touch with us, sales@ngsupercars.com, and we can get you on the schedule. If you're looking to get a manual conversion, for example, we're currently, I think, 4 cars deep. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit before we can get to another car. It's going to be like over a month. So we're going to try our best to start getting through them faster, but that's part of trying to be more efficient. We got systems in place. Things are moving. Things are going good. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you on our other channel, Normal Guy Premium.